Hello everyone. In this video we are going to look at the Argand diagram or the complex plane. Is that okay? Now we know that any number has a number line, so for complex numbers also can be represented graphically on a complex plane or Argand diagram. And we are saying that an Argand diagram is a one that has two axes. One, the real axis or the real axis, and the imaginary axis, which is the im axis. Is that okay? So remember we are saying that this is our number line. This is our number line and it is the real plane. This is a real plane. So it starts from 0. It is symmetric about 0. It goes to -1 and other values up to -infinity. And it can start from any value, say 1 on positive, that one going. Now, for an Argand diagram, we are going to stress it a bit. For an Argand diagram, we are going to just stress it a bit. For example, this is our Argand diagram. So this one on the x, it is going to be real of z, and this one is our im of z. Yes, so those are the axes, the real axis. This is the real axis and this is the imaginary axis. And from there, suppose our z is equal to x plus iy. Yes, suppose our z is equal to x plus iy. We may need to plot z on the Argand diagram. Now we should note that z is a set of points x and y. Just this I, it tells us the direction that this y is on the what? On the imaginary axis. Is that okay? So we can plot our z. Our x can be found here and our y can be found here. So joining points, we can have our point there, that one, which is x, y, and it starts from 0 moving upward. So that is our z, which is our complex number represented on the Argand diagram. So remember we say that if z is our complex number and also z bar shall be equal to x minus iy, which is the what? The conjugate. And also we can plot this conjugate. Remember our conjugate is a set of points that is y, that is x and negative y. Is that okay? So now this is x and we need a negative y, so it is going to go on the negative im of what? Imaginary axis. So we shall come here, we shall find another point that is a y but a negative. So upon plotting, that's what we shall get, and this is our z bar, which is the constant. What do we realize in this Argand diagram? The distance from here up to here is the same as the distance from here up to here, and it is symmetrical about the x-axis or the real axis. What do I mean? The distance from here up to here is the same distance from here up to there. Is that okay? So that is good. Now let us plot. We need to know if we add complex numbers, how can it be represented on the Argand diagram? Say we have Z1 is equal to X1 plus I Y1, and X2 is equal to it is Z2, sorry, Z2 is equal to X2 plus I Y2. Now we need to add Z1 plus Z2. Is that okay? And we are going to illustrate it on the Argand diagram, which is our complex what? Plane. So we shall have our axis as usual. This is the real of Z, and this is the im of Z. Is that okay? Now we have to first plot Z1. Z1 is having point X1 and point Y1. So upon joining, we shall get our Argand there, which is Z1, and we are going to plot Z2. Z2, it will have, for example, X2 there and our Y2 somewhere. Is that okay? And we shall elongate it a bit like that. We shall have our Z2 along there. This is our Z2, but remember we are interested in getting Z1 plus Z2. Is that okay? And also, if we add two quantities, we shall realize that the final quantity will be greater than the quantities that have been added. Is that okay? For example, if our Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i and our Z2 is equal to 1 plus I, yes, if we want to find Z1 plus Z2, it will be 2 plus 3i plus 1 plus I, which is 3 plus 4i. So the quantity added, it will be greater than the original quantities. So we shall have the resultant as Z3 somewhere here. Z3. So that is our Z3, and it's just a combination of Z1 and Z2. Yes, in that sense. So that is addition of numbers on an Argand diagram. So for example, we can be given some questions there down. Can be given some questions like example 1, represent the following on the Argand diagram. Our Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i, and our Z2 is equal to 4 minus 2i. 1, they need us to represent Z1 plus Z2. They need us to represent Z1 plus Z2 on the Argand diagram. Another one, they've told us represent Z1 plus Z2 on the Argand diagram. Another one, they want us to represent Z1 minus Z2 on the Argand diagram. And then the last one, Z2 minus Z1. We are going to see